Do 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 to see or not to see. Do 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 to see or not to see.
Join the rush line, play the lottery, or pay full price because it's the best show you'll see.
Do 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 to see or not to see. Hello and howdy. Jumping right in. Tonight we're talking about get on your feet. Do, 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 do. Get up and make it happen. That is the Emilio and Gloria Estefan musical, now playing at the Marquee Theater. Tickets start at $55, but there's a $40 online rush, so go to their website and check that out.
Enter the lottery. Some people think you can't win, but you can. We won for Fun Home.
We won for Fun Home.
We'll tell you about that later.
Loved it. Okay, so I didn't know what to think, because Lifetime has had me, you know, not in a good place when it comes to making movies about people. So, you know, I thought they were going to give it the Aaliyah treatment, possibly, but it was good. I liked it. And you know, I'm a tough critic. First of all, we got to give a Tony Award to the woman who played Gloria Estefan.
The lady who was Gloria Estefan.
She was more than just playing her. She embodied her. She was excellent. Her name was Anna Biafanye. And her speaking voice sounded just like Gloria. Her singing voice sounded just like Gloria. I wasn't even really a Gloria Estefan fan per se. But I knew so many of the songs. We were jamming in our seat.
Especially being from Miami.
Oh, yeah, you love that. A lot of Miami shout-outs within the show. Overall, it was a solid show. And I'm not going to say I was shocked, but I was shocked because you just never know when you're portraying the life and journey of someone who's a real figure. There's so many things that could go wrong, but they got it right for the most part.
Well, because Gloria Estefan was involved.
She and her husband were very much involved in the production, and it showed because it was very true to life and wonderful.
Yeah.
All right, so I give it 4 out of 5 stars, which is a really nice cosign for me, the tough critic.
Well, I'm the more lenient critic. But I give it a 4 as well. I love the energy. There was this little boy who did an amazing job.
Yeah, his name was Eduardo Hernandez.
He upstaged everyone. He came out. He got you involved in the show. The set pieces coming on and off, the transitions were great. The music, of course, was good. The choreography, I wanted to get up and dance.
Yes! So, shout out to the choreographer who was Sergio Trujillo. Excuse me if I mispronounced that, but yes, the choreography was on point. And they had costume changes. The costumes designed were by Emilio Sosa, which some of you may know from Project Runway. The production value was high, and I'm such a song and dance gal, so it was right up my alley.
Yeah. So, again, we enjoyed that. Check it out.
Go see On Your Feet.
Yes.
What's next, PM?
So, the next show that we saw was Familiar at Playwrights Horizons by Denai Guerra. Now, some of you may know her. She's in the zombie show, Walking Dead. Right. But she's a phenomenal playwright, let me tell you. She has some great things. We also want to see her show Eclipse, which is coming up soon. But for this show, Familiar, it's affordable. Tickets start at $75, but Playwrights Horizons has a young members program, so you can see the show for under $30. If you're a student, you can see it for only $15. So the show runs for 2 hours and 15 minutes, including an intermission. And it's about a Zimbabwean family in Minnesota. And it's the wedding weekend. The oldest daughter is getting married, so everyone has come home. We know how dramatic family weddings can be, and this show talked about that. And from interviews with Denai, she said she called the show Familiar because she wanted people to be able to relate to the characters. And you were saying one of our friends.
Hey, Sareem. Sareem saw it, and he said, you know, what I loved most about it was that I saw so many of my own family members in the characters on stage. And that was her intention, right?
Exactly. That's what she wanted.
Came true for him.
The set was amazing. Like, I was about to get my suitcase and move into the set because it was just that great. It was designed by Clint Ramos. The costumes were by Susan Hilfrey. Some of you, if you've seen Wicked, you know her work. These costumes though for this show were very simple, very basic. So nothing, you know, as fun. But overall, the production value was great. The performers, I have to give a shout out to Ito. the song that she sang at the end was very moving, and I was like, oh wow, like you went on the journey with them through the show, which is what I appreciated. So I really loved Denai's work. And then also Rosalind Ruff, who played Tindy, like she showed up in one state, and by the end, like she had gone through this whole transformational journey of learning more about her history. Initially, she just wanted to do a ceremony that was something that her family had done previously in generations, but now her family was in America, so some of her family members didn't believe they should do it, and that's how it starts out, but then it gets deeper, and we won't tell you all of it because we don't want to give you any spoilers. Please go and check this show out. I give it a 4. I really enjoyed the journey. I enjoyed the topic, and I love the performers and the way they all work together. That whole cultural clash and adjustment, I thought was really great. So
she loved it. I liked it. A little tougher. And not just because I want sets flying in and 17 costume changes. Not because of that, but just I enjoy straight plays as well. But she loved it. I liked it. I thought the characters were colorful. They were very distinct. Colorful meaning, you know, like just varied. And everyone really brought something to the table with their acting. Mm-hmm. I loved seeing the different interactions, the things that were unexpected, which I can't tell you because you have to get in the seat yourself and see it.
Yes.
But overall, very nice. And I mean, and I've got to say, Miss Guerra is doing her thing. She's on Broadway with the clips.
Yes, off Broadway at Playwrights Horizon.
Yeah, off Broadway at Familiar down the street, and she's doing it. So yeah, go see Familiar. I co-sign. Absolutely. I give it like a 3.5 out of 5, which is solid.
3.5, and I give it a 4. And we also just saw Denai at the New York Times.
Where she's modest, please. Where Miss Thing, she asked a question to Denai at the end about from her perspective as a woman of color and an arts enthusiast, and go to Times Talk's website because you'll see her asking a question towards the end, which she was up there representing To See or Not to See.
But don't just watch it for me. It was with Oscar Eustace from The Public, and they also had Lin-Manuel Miranda, who produced, created Hamilton, which is all the rage right now, and then also the director and creator of Fun Home. So please go and watch the whole video, but look out for me at the end.
That's right, Miss Superstar. So we're looking forward to seeing Fly at the New Victory in the next couple of weeks. And also, hopefully, Eclipse. Miss Thing has a ticket. I don't, but I'm going to...
Well, thank you to my girl, Ivy.
I'm going to get that together. And then once we both have seen it, we'll tell you all about it. Because I know people want to hear about how that is. Miss Lupita Nyong'o on Broadway.
Yes.
All right, so we'll see you next time. And... to see or not to see. To see or not to see.